Hey Dana Show followers. In a world that constantly screams for your attention, what if the most powerful thing you could do was say nothing at all? Today we're exploring a concept that could revolutionize how you achieve your goals, the power of silent work, working in private to win in public. This philosophy isn't about secrecy, it's about focused, quiet action that leads to undeniable results. If you're tired of talking about your dreams and are ready to build a life that speaks for itself, stay tuned. This is your roadmap to real, lasting success. Introduction: the power of silent work. In an era dominated by noise, social media updates, self-promotion, and constant announcements, the most powerful move you can make is the one no one anticipates. The silent decision to change, taken in private and without applause, is often the most transformative. While the world talks, true builders work in silence. This book is a roadmap for those who wish to replace empty declarations with consistent action and noisy ambition with quiet results. Silent work isn't about secrecy, it's about focus. When you stop sharing your every move and start working with intention, your energy becomes directed, your goals sharper, and your progress more sustainable. This book will teach you how to build real success by staying focused, guarding your energy, and shifting from performance to production. If you're ready to build a meaningful life, it starts here, with discipline, dedication, and without a single announcement. Chapter 1. Close your mouth and get serious about your life. 1.1. The decision that changes everything. True transformation begins not with a public declaration, but with a quiet commitment to yourself. It happens in a single moment of clarity, the moment you realize you've had enough of inaction, self-deception, and waiting. It's the moment you stop talking about your dreams and start working toward them. This internal decision doesn't require permission, applause, or external validation. It requires focus. 1.2. The illusion of talking. Too often people confuse talking about goals with making progress. Social media posts, conversations about future plans, and the desire to be seen as on the move offer a false sense of advancement. Talking feels good, but it does not build anything. Action does. Progress begins when you decide to go silent and do the work. When you eliminate distractions, protect your energy, and choose effort over excuses, your life begins to change. You don't owe your friends, family, or community an explanation. This journey is personal, and it starts with taking your life seriously. 1.3. Silence as strength. There is a unique strength in silence. In a world that rewards performance, choosing quiet effort is an act of power. It allows you to grow without interruption, to fail without judgment, and to build without seeking applause. Your goals don't require explanation, they require execution. You'll be misunderstood. Your silence may be seen as arrogance or disinterest, but that's irrelevant. You're not living to be understood. You're living to become the best version of yourself, the one you've envisioned, the one you talk to late at night, the one who needs action more than attention. 1.4. The foundation of real success. The foundation of real success is built through habits, consistency, and discipline, not external validation. It begins when you commit to waking up early, eliminating distractions, protecting your time, focusing on personal growth, working through discomfort. These quiet decisions shape who you become. Over time, they replace insecurity with confidence and potential with proof. This chapter challenges you to stop performing and start producing, to move from dreaming to doing.
Chapter 2. Work quietly on your goals every day. 2.1. The power of daily discipline. True transformation is not born from bursts of inspiration, but from quiet, repetitive effort. Working quietly on your goals each day might not sound exciting, but it is the foundation of lasting success. Success favors those who replace motivation with discipline, those who show up daily, whether or not it feels good, convenient, or recognized. This is not about dramatic change, it's about consistency. Small, deliberate steps taken daily become powerful over time. You don't need to tell anyone what you're working on, you only need to keep working. 2.2. The myth of quick results. Many individuals chase immediate gratification. They want quick wins and rapid recognition, but progress rarely works that way. Real advancement happens when you keep going, especially when the work feels dull, thankless, or unnoticed. Success doesn't reward the loud, it rewards the consistent. Those who win are not always the ones who speak the most or post their progress. They are the ones who rise early, focus deliberately, and improve steadily. 2.3. Build your own rhythm. You must create a system that suits your life, not one that mimics others. This might mean waking up earlier, reducing time-wasting activities, or adjusting your environment to support your goals. Don't wait for the perfect time. It rarely arrives. Begin where you are with what you have. Find your rhythm. Protect it. Adjust it as needed, but remain committed to it. 2.4. Quiet progress builds real confidence. Those who grow the most often do so in silence. They don't work for applause, they work for self-respect. You may not notice the transformation in real time, but one day the difference will be undeniable. Real growth is built in private. It shows up later in results, resilience, and mindset. And by then, you won't need validation. You'll already know your worth. Chapter 3. Stop proving and start doing what really matters. 2.1. Let go of the need to impress. Lasting success begins when you no longer seek external approval. Many people waste energy trying to be liked, understood, or validated, but these pursuits do not build a better life. Progress comes from personal effort, not public recognition. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. What you need is quiet, steady, personal growth. The more you seek applause, the less you focus on what matters. Growth happens when you shift your energy from performance to purpose. 2.2. Break the cycle of seeking permission. Explaining your goals, seeking affirmation, and updating others on your every step puts you in a cycle of dependency. It slows your progress and dilutes your intent. Instead of proving, start doing. The moment you prioritize becoming better over appearing impressive, your life changes. Quiet action is stronger than loud promises. Your progress does not need to be shared. It needs to be sustained. 2.3. Build for what works, not what looks good. Real success often looks unremarkable on the surface. It consists of early mornings, focused effort, and uncelebrated sacrifice. The hard things, the ones that yield real growth, rarely come with instant praise, but they build the strength you need. Ask yourself, are my daily habits leading me toward the life I want? If not, change them. Not tomorrow, now. 2.4. Build for yourself, not for show. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your discipline. Build for yourself. Improve your mindset, sharpen your skills, and commit to your own vision. When you stop trying to impress and start trying to improve, everything shifts. You develop clarity, confidence, and inner strength. Let your work speak for itself. Your results, not your words, will define your legacy. Chapter 4. Build your habits without telling anyone about them. When habits are announced too early, they become performance rather than practice. Talking about your plans offers a false sense of accomplishment. True discipline grows in quiet repetition, not public praise. Real habits are not built on attention, they're built on action. Every time you choose to do the work without telling anyone, you reinforce your focus and strengthen your commitment. Avoid the distraction of external validation. Sharing your progress too early invites outside opinions, expectations, and sometimes even doubt. All of this can interfere with your rhythm. By keeping your habits private, you protect your process. Let your morning routine, reading practice, or training schedule remain your own. Let the results be the only thing that speaks when the time is right. Make it about identity, not performance. A habit becomes powerful when it becomes part of your identity. That transformation only happens through silent consistency. You wake up, follow through, and do the work regardless of recognition. You are not performing, you are becoming. No updates, no explanations. Just execution. Self-trust through quiet commitment. Private discipline fosters something deeper than confidence. Self-trust. You prove to yourself day after day that you can be relied upon. You don't need reminders. You don't need praise. By sticking to your habits silently, you build inner credibility. And that is the foundation of unstoppable progress. Chapter 5. Take action daily and say nothing about it. 5.1. Action over announcement. The most reliable sign of serious intent is daily effort, not daily updates. Those who consistently take quiet action are the ones who truly change their lives, not the ones who announce their plans. Transformation doesn't happen through talking. It happens through repetition, through doing the work without pause and without the need to be seen. 5.2. Eliminate the need for external motivation. You don't need applause to take the next step. You don't need encouragement to stick to your goals. You need a reason that drives you from within. That reason, your mission, will sustain you longer than motivation ever could. Every quiet decision to show up adds another layer to your discipline. Every silent win builds the kind of strength no crowd can provide. 5.3. Quiet momentum is the most powerful kind. Progress built in private is powerful because it cannot be interrupted by distraction or diminished by opinion. When your only focus is your next step, not how it looks to others, you gain momentum that is unshakable. Let others talk. Let them post. You build. Your outcomes will speak more loudly than any announcement ever could. 5.4. Let discipline define you. When you take action daily without saying a word, you become someone others admire, not for what you say, but for what you've become. The quiet path may feel lonely at times, but it is the path of mastery. The results, when they come, will not just surprise others, they will confirm everything you've been working for.
Chapter 6. Improve yourself in silence and trust your pace. 6.1. Growth happens quietly. The most lasting changes do not occur under pressure or on display. They unfold slowly, often without notice, in the quiet moments when you choose discipline over distraction. Real growth happens when no one is watching and you trust the process, even when the progress seems invisible. Stop comparing timelines. Comparison is the thief of peace. There is no universal schedule for success. Your pace is your own, and it is the only one that matters. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's highlight reel. Focus instead on becoming better than you were yesterday. Let effort, not speed, define you. Some days will feel fast and productive. Others will feel slow and uncertain. Both are part of the process. What matters most is not speed, but consistency. As long as you're moving forward, no matter how slowly, you are improving. Trust the process. When you stop rushing and start respecting your pace, you begin to develop a deeper kind of strength, patience. Silent self-improvement teaches you to value the journey.
You no longer need to be seen, because you trust what you're building will one day speak for itself. Chapter 7. Stay focused on your path and ignore opinions. 7.1. Guard your mental energy. Every opinion you entertain, every debate you engage in, is energy redirected from your purpose. You cannot build something meaningful if you're constantly distracted by the noise around you. Stay focused. 7.2. You don't owe explanations. You don't need to explain your discipline, your boundaries, or your goals to anyone. If someone doesn't understand your path, that's fine. They're not supposed to. What matters is that you do. 7.3. Opinions don't build futures. The world is full of voices, but very few of them are building what you're building. Most opinions come from a place of projection, not wisdom. Don't let them steer your course. Let your results, not their reactions, guide your confidence. 7.4. Respect your vision. Your vision was given to you, not to everyone else. Stay loyal to it even when it feels misunderstood. The more you honor your focus, the more your life will align with what truly matters. Chapter 8. Handle your struggles alone and grow from them. 8.1. Pain is a teacher. Real growth rarely comes through ease. Struggles show you where you need to strengthen, adjust, and evolve. Facing hardship without seeking sympathy builds resilience and self-reliance. 8.2. Take ownership. When you stop blaming others and start taking full responsibility for your life, your time, your habits, your mindset, you gain the power to transform. This kind of ownership begins in solitude. Strength is built in silence. The days you fight through pain without giving up, the nights you reflect instead of complain, these are the moments that shape who you become. You don't need an audience to prove your strength. The quiet will prove it for you. Become your own support. While support is valuable, your greatest breakthroughs will often come when you learn to encourage yourself, when you speak strength to your own spirit, when you become someone who doesn't wait to be saved, but instead becomes the one who saves themselves. Chapter 9. Let your results show what you've been doing. 9.1. Talk less, do more. There comes a point when words aren't needed. You don't have to tell people what you're working on. Let your growth do the talking. Let your transformation be the proof. 9.2. Execute without announcement. Every day you spend working in silence, without the need to post or explain, you build credibility with yourself. That self-trust will carry you when the external validation fades. 9.3. Quiet progress leaves a loud impact. The people who once questioned your discipline will eventually respect your results. And the best part is, you won't need to convince them. Your outcomes will speak volumes. Build a life that explains itself. You don't need to defend your effort. Let your discipline, your focus, and your peace be your answer. Real change is unmistakable, and it doesn't require a caption. Chapter 10. Win big without announcing a single move. 10.1.1. Quiet moves are strategic. The less people know about your plans, the less they can interfere. Keeping your goals private protects your focus and removes the pressure of external expectations. Work in silence, move in silence, and let success make the noise. 10.2.1. Humility in victory. When your wins are built on quiet effort, you don't feel the need to flaunt them. You celebrate in peace. You move forward with clarity. You continue the work without seeking attention. 10-3-1. Control through privacy. Silence isn't just a style, it's a strength. When you rely on yourself, when you stay disciplined without outside validation, you gain full control over your growth. You pivot when necessary. You move with purpose. 10-4-1. Let your success be undeniable. True success doesn't scream, it shows up. It speaks through your posture, your energy, your results. Keep building, keep evolving. When people finally notice, it will be too obvious to deny. And by then, you won't need their recognition. You'll already know who you are.
Conclusion. Build a life that speaks without sound. Let this book remind you, the quietest path is often the strongest one. Keep your discipline sacred. Protect your peace. Trust the long game. Your life will transform, not through words, but through quiet, daily action. The best version of yourself is waiting. Go meet them in silence. To all my incredible Dana Show viewers, thank you for being here. As we wrap up, always remember the power of what you do when no one is watching. It's in those quiet moments that true transformation occurs. Keep pushing, keep growing, and keep building the life you envision, silently and powerfully. Every small step you take adds up to significant change over time. Embrace the journey, stay committed, and let your resilience shine through in everything you pursue. See you until the next episode.